What's up, y'all? My name is Mario, and I want to talk about a specific topic, and that is not giving a fuck. And when I say not giving a fuck, I want to say that you can't give a fuck about what anybody thinks of you or what they say, and etc. Because I feel like a lot of us we worry and we think about how other people perceive us, and I think here's where we go wrong on is like when we get to believing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the moment that you start believing what somebody says about you is where we all fuck up at. And that's where you can go crazy if you don't get in the habit of really not giving a fuck and implementing that into your life. And the reason that I'm making this video is really to myself to say, stop giving a fuck. And I think that nobody really gives a fuck. And the people that do give a fuck is the ones that, why the fuck do you give a fuck? And like, you realize the people that are really doing the thing or really there, they don't give a fuck. And I feel like the ones that are just doing nothing are the main ones that always have something to say. And I feel like a lot of times, like a lot of people, we give our power away when we do that. And it's like, why? We have the power. You know, like the cliche saying of like, only God can judge us. And I feel like a lot of people, bro, we think that people are God. Like, motherfucker, you can't do that. What makes you think you can do that? Because I want to. I'll never forget, man, when I told my friend at the time, like, hey, I'm thinking about, man, I wanna do music, you know, and they were like, if I ever hear your song on the radio, I'd turn it off. And it's like, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all, at the time that hurt me. I'm like, fuck, you know, I'm like, damn, you know, like, you supposed to be we was, you know, I'm like, damn. And like, I've had a lot of people like that, y'all, that is like, they don't want you to win. They don't want you to. And let me tell y'all, if you're in that situation, if you got people around you like that, get them away from you right now. Block them. Get them the, get them the fuck away from you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I've been alone. I spent a lot of time by myself and my girl recently. And it's like, bro, it's so peaceful to just be by yourself and just be in the open of, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is what I've always done since a kid. Like, I go out in nature, I walk around. I just got done listening to a podcast, and it's like, the point of my message is stop giving your power away to other people that's opinions do not matter. Like, the only real opinion is, honestly, at the end of the day, that matters is yours, of you, and what you believe and what you think of yourself. And fellas, ladies, you have got to love yourself. We have got to love ourselves first, number one. You know, another reason why we can't give a fuck is because you're wasting so much energy caring and worrying about what other people think of you, and knowing that it doesn't do any benefit for us, for yourself. And at the end of the day, bro, we are all going to die. You know, and maybe people will forget about us, and maybe people are, depending on what we're gonna do. Like, we can build something that keeps our names going longer than us, our kids' name, and a business or legacy. You know what I'm saying? Generational wealth. And honestly, that's what I want to do. I want to leave something with my daughter. And if I decide to have more kids, or if we decide to have more kids, I want to leave something that is bigger than me. You know. And I'm blessed to have a daughter now. About to have a daughter now in about 3 months. And it's like, a lot of my time, y'all, I've spent giving a fuck about what people have thought about me, and a lot, like, what are they gonna say, and like, oh my god, what are these people gonna do? And you know, even strangers, it's like, what the fuck am I doing? And y'all, I want to just say, I'm sorry for cussing, but this is just how, this is the title of the goddamn video. Stop giving a fuck. Um, yeah, man. I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story. Like, I used to be fat. A lot of people don't believe me because, you know what I'm saying? Look at me, you know what I'm saying? But no, on some real shit, I used to be fat. I used to be overweight. I used to be self-conscious. I used to not be able to take my shirt off as a kid. And I remember one specific night I was at home. My mom put me in swimming lessons. And I had a panic attack of I'll never forget this, y'all. I was like in elementary school because I was so worried about what people were gonna say. Really gonna call me fat because I was overweight and I was so insecure of my weight, y'all. And I'll never forget that. And I battle with that little boy at times. But it's like I know it's all in here, and you can't give a fuck what other people think about you. It's a sickness. It's a horrible thing, y'all. And I done been there. I done been there when I was so consumed on what other people think of me, man. And I was miserable. I was depressed. I was self-pleasing. I used to be a people pleaser. I used to be, trying to do this, trying to walk on eggshells, and even like recently, it's like you don't want to fit into something that you don't even want to be a part of. You don't even like these people, and you worried about their opinion of you. And I even heard a quote today. It's like, what was it? Hold on. It's like, why do you? Okay, first of all, not everybody's gonna like you. And let's say 80% of people aren't gonna like you for being you, but the other 20% might like you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, you're gonna hear a lot of noise. Who gives a fuck? What they say? They ain't paying my bills. Your opinion does not pay my bills, motherfucker. You understand me? And my boy from Atlanta voice. You feel me? But all I'm saying is, y'all, we gotta stop giving a fuck about people that opinions do not matter. We gotta stop it. You know? If you wanna start that business, if you wanna make that video, excuse me, if you wanna ask that girl out, who gives a fuck? Bro, we are all going to die one day, man. Just do it. Just do it. You know? And honestly, y'all, I prayed and I asked God, what do you want me to talk about? This is what came to my mind. We gotta stop giving a fuck. It's 2026. And a lot of things that we really want to do out here, we can really do it, and we can put it and execute it. And we can put it into real life. It's possible, and I believe it. And find your lane. And it's okay if everybody's going this way and you want to go this way. Like that camera, look, I go over here. We gonna go this way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. It's okay to be you. And it's okay to fall in love with you. And I pray that all of you watching this, give yourself the love that you deserve. You treat yourself how you probably treat your baby. Hopefully you treat your baby with love. Like, my therapist told me, like I sometimes, y'all, have to talk to myself in third person because like I'm so like I'm codependent. I'm working on it as we speak, but it's like I need to do something for somebody. So like I have a daughter coming, and it's like now it's like I'm locking in so hard because I know I have somebody dependent on me now, no matter what happens. And sometimes like people like me, we need that, because if I didn't have that, I'd probably just be coasting. Like, I wouldn't be giving a fuck. But now, like, ever since I had that happen to me, y'all, it's like, okay. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been through 2 miscarriages, and this is gonna be and I pray that my baby stays healthy all the way through birth and everything. That, I pray that she really does stay healthy. And But it's a blessing to be able to have that responsibility, and like I'm not worried about it, because it's like I know I have that belief in myself that I'm gonna do everything possible to make this happen, you know. So what I'm doing with this video is just to tell y'all, stop giving a fuck what other people think of you, and care more about what you think about yourself. Treat yourself like a king and a queen. Love yourself despite of what anybody else thinks of you, because it's not paying your bills, and at the end of the day, it does not matter. And I feel like a lot of us, we project on other people like our scarcities on, or our fears, and I done grew up around that a lot of my life. And now is a time where you got to keep some of these things to yourself, and like you got to keep it to yourself. Don't share everything. And I know it's hard, because you might be excited because you want to tell everybody you got that YouTube channel, or you starting this business. And trust me, I'm going through it now. I don't want everybody to know I have a YouTube channel yet, like people close to me. Nah. But you're going to hear about it, though. You're going to hear about it. I promise you that, because I'm going to stay consistent. I'm going to keep progressing. Another thing that Malik, my boy, Purpose Driven, said is progression, not perfection. Who gives a fuck if it ain't perfect? Do it and get better. Y'all look back on my videos, the first video, man. I was recording on this. And then I got this beautiful camera. And is that gonna make my views go up? No. But I'm gonna put in the work and the whatever I have to do to make it possible and stay consistent on giving y'all good content, bro. Cause I don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna make it happen. And sometimes though, it does get overwhelming, because it's like, damn, you see people doing that, but now it's like, nah, focus on, don't worry about all that going on around you, because it really doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, he doing it that way, but I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, she doing it that way, but I'm gonna do it this way. Another thing that Alex Hermanzi was just talking about is like, we start something, and then we see somebody else doing this, and it looks like they're making a lot of money, and then we try to jump over to that, and then we try to jump over that, and this message is for me right here. And I don't know if you guys can relate. You guys can, but it's like, nah, we gotta stick this out right here. Like, mine, for me, is YouTube. I love doing YouTube. I love just making videos, because it's like, I know somebody's gonna resonate, and I know somebody feels how I'm feeling. Like, and that's another thing that I had to get rid of and get out of my own way, because it's like, a lot of times I thought I was weird, and I thought I was the oddball. I thought I've always felt like the black sheep, but it's like, way more people feel this way than you guys will ever understand, or even me. I'll even understand. Like, I haven't been through the worst. Like, it can always be worse, and I know somebody has it worse than me, and it's a blessing to know that, and to know that you're not alone on this journey, or how you're feeling. Like, you're not alone. Like, I felt lost, I felt depressed, I felt anxious, I felt suicidal, I felt great, I felt amazing, I felt every single emotion, y'all. But let me tell y'all something that we're not ever gonna do. Look, we are never going to give up. Okay? No matter how hard it gets, we are never going to give up. Never. And I could honestly cry, because the only reason I'm here talking to y'all is because I never gave up, and he never gave up on me. I was adopted from Florida, and somehow I was adopted by an amazing mother, an amazing dad that never had a dad. And they still made it happen for me. And y'all, God willing, I pray that I can give them something in return. Being able to take care of them, being able to make them proud. I done did a lot of dumb shit, y'all. I done made a lot of mistakes. I done made a lot of left turns in my life, y'all. And the one thing that I think about now, as my parents are around like 60 and only getting older, is that I need to make them proud, and I got to make sure that they are set. They don't have to ask or worry for nothing. And my biggest part is, y'all, that knowing that our parents are never going to be perfect, and that is okay. They tried their best for what they knew in whatever situation. I understand that some parents are manipulative and are, selfish and have been, cause harm to us and to you. But I think as we get older, we really do have to learn to forgive them, because honestly, y'all, I'm a caregiver, and I've done seen a lot of kids bitter and angry at their parents. And I couldn't, at the moment, I could never think like, man, how could you treat your mother like that when you know she's dying, she's has dementia? And it's like, I could never understand. But then I think and I think, and it's like resentment. They must have did something that you haven't forgiven. And it's like, guys, don't hold on to that burden. Don't hold on to the burden of somebody hurting you. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. We can't. Because at the end of the day, y'all, forgiveness is the best gift and skill that I have ever learned in my life, man. Because I'm the king of grudges, holding on to things, but forgiving them and loving them. And this is an ongoing process. This isn't just something that you just forgive. Oh no. This is a forgiveness that you have to day in and day out keep doing, no matter how you feel, because you know it's the right thing and it's for you. And honestly, y'all, I didn't even know this video was gonna be this. But I hope that this resonated with somebody. Please give me feedback. I'm new to YouTube. I'm not saying cut me some slack. If you don't like this video, tell me. Let me know what I can do better. But let me tell y'all, I don't give a fuck if it's negative. If it's negative, if it's holding weight on y'all's body, your mind, your soul, let it go. Let it go. And I pray that you guys know that anybody's opinion on you only hold weight when we give them the power to do that. And I'll even share this with y'all. Read what that says. That says, live life with no fear. Day in and day out. Don't let fear hold you hostage. If you built a mental prison, you have the key. Turn that motherfucker. Turn it. You have the key to unlock it. And I pray, y'all, that you guys free yourself from this mental prison that we love to do. And we're the only ones that put ourselves in it. Stop giving a fuck. And then Wallow 267's word. And Wallow's 267 words. Say yes to you and no to them. And in my words, stop giving a fuck.